$7 billion nuclear-powered aircraft carrier with a special connection to West Michigan. The USS Gerald R. Ford, named after America's 38th president. It's a first of its kind. 24-Hour News 8 was the only West Michigan station to go to Virginia for that keel-laying ceremony. Political reporter Rick Albin talked to the president's daughter, Susan Ford Bales. He joins us live on the phone right now from Virginia. Hi, Rick.
Good evening, Emily. It was certainly a trip worth taking. It's a celebration like I had never seen as they officially launched the manufacturing, the building, if you will, of this new aircraft carrier. Susan Ford Bales took chalk and put her initials on a piece of steel that will be inserted into the keel of the boat. It'll be there for the lifetime of the boat. This is a long-standing tradition with the U.S. Navy. And then those initials were welded into place with that welder that we talked to yesterday. If you were with us at 5 o'clock, she's from Jackson, Michigan. He's very excited about the prospect of doing this. The entire ceremony was about the new building of this new class of aircraft carriers, the fact that Gerald R. Ford was a man who was in the United States Navy, had a strong connection with the military on a number of different levels. But for the folks that were there, a couple of thousand people that were there today to watch that huge keel being put into that dry dock, it was an experience that they certainly won't forget, certainly not one that Susan Ford will forget. She had this to say about that particular moment.
A few moments ago, I declared that the keel is true and fairly laid. If Dad were with us this morning, he probably would join me in the following additional declaration. Ladies and gentlemen, as the ship's sponsor and on behalf of President Gerald R. Ford, I hereby declare that the shipbuilders of the CVN 78 and their patriotic commitment to excellence are and shall forever be truly and fairly part of the spirit of the USS Gerald R. Ford.
There are 22,000 or more people that work at the Newport News shipyard, and there were a lot of them on hand today. This is, of course, a new venture, and it's obviously here big news because of the economy and what it will do in building something this massive. It won't be done for another 5 or 6 years. It will employ over 20,000 people in 40 states to get this ship put together. We've got a lot more information on this. We're going to be shipping you back a lot more video, a lot more of the images from today. Of course, we had it today earlier at woodtv.com, and then next week, on To The Point, we're going to go back and kind of go through this entire experience because it is unique, to be sure, and it is one of those things we'll continue to follow because a few years from now, there'll be a brand new aircraft carrier sitting over here on the James River ready to be delivered to the United States Navy, and that should be quite a sight. As I say, there's a lot more to come. As soon as we get the connectivity, we've had a lot of weather issues down here, but when we can get everything shipped back, we'll have more online at woodtv.com and, of course, here on 24-Hour News. Emily?
What an incredible opportunity. Thank you for that report, Rick. The USS Gerald R. Ford is scheduled to be delivered to the Navy in 2015. It will be the first in the Ford-class series. We'll have more coverage from the ceremony tonight at 10 and 11.